stop trying to hold on to the past. You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading your last one.
Yeah, absolutely. And the hard thing about this, and people have a tendency to do this in a number of ways, it's very disempowering, isn't it? Because you're focusing all this mental energy into a time period over which you have no control. It's already happened. There's nothing good about yesterday because it's not accessible.
Well, this
anymore.
applies to both things, right? Like, it could be a good past, it could be a bad past. Either way, holding on to it's not a good thing, because some people like to reminisce about the good old days.
Sure, yeah.
Others, are have some sort of traumatic event that they're still focusing on, or maybe
Right.
it was an ex-lover who cheated on them, or whatever. Whatever it is that happened to you in the past, to continue to focus on what has already been, what brought you to where you are today, is to lose focus on the now and
Right.
what it is that you're experiencing in this moment, the relationships you have now, making those better, making sure that you're as positive as you can be in your life, instead of focusing on something that you either want to reproduce in the past, which of course you'll never be able to totally reproduce whatever experience it is that you had that was desirable, or whatever it is that was traumatic to you that is haunting you
Sure.
to this day. Both of those things, focusing on either one of those kind of things is detrimental.
Yep. The message you're sending yourself, even on a subconscious level, is you have no control. You have no control, because all this energy is going into a period of time that already happened, good or bad. And certainly, obviously, if it was bad in the past and you dwell on that, well, then it means you're going to be transferring a bunch of energy into another time you can't control, called the future, in the form of worry. So, presence is very important. Presence is important to relationships. Presence is important to productivity. Presence is important to happiness. And I was telling you off the air that I had a stressful couple of weeks, and most of it was channeling energy into future concerns. Right. And maybe a little bit into the past, like, I shouldn't have done this. It was a health issue, I thought. And, still something that I'm very concerned about. But it just felt like I had no control over anything. And it was just, maybe like within the last week, I said, okay, well, today is today. What can be done here? And it was funny that just by shifting my focus into the time when I'm actually living,
Yep.
it made a huge difference in how I felt. So that's very important. Yeah.